Above the endless blue of the Arabian Sea, amidst the gentle rays of the morning sun, a small flying craft was descending slowly. Its hull, gleaming like a shell, cast reflections onto the water that shimmered like spilled glass. Under its wing unfolded Socotra, a mysterious island that might as well have been another planet. Inside the cabin sat Max the cat, a ginger explorer in a bright orange spacesuit. His eyes, filled with wonder, followed every change in the landscape.
We're on approach.
Bublik, a small spherical robot with a glowing blue eye, hovered nearby, suspended in the air by an anti-gravity field.
Is it true that 90% of the plants here are found nowhere else in the world?
Absolutely true. This is one of the most unique corners of our planet. People call it the Galapagos of the Indian Ocean, and we're lucky to be the first ones to step here this season.
The flying craft gently touched down on a rocky plateau before the travelers unfolded an incredible scene. Reddish cliffs covered with strange umbrella-shaped trees, dragon's blood trees, which seemed like creatures from another era.
Just look at them. These trees have been here for millions of years. Their sap is called dragon's blood.
Sounds a bit creepy. Are they going to eat us?
Not yet, but it's better to speak to them in whispers. They say the trees hear everything.
They exited the craft and moved forward. The air was dry but filled with the aromas of spices and dust. Somewhere in the valley, an unfamiliar bird cried out. In the sky, a cloud drifted slowly, casting a shadow over an ancient stone.
Beginning the expedition, Socotra is an archipelago in the Indian Ocean and is part of Yemen. The main island of the archipelago is also named Socotra. It is one of the most unique places on Earth in terms of biological diversity. Coordinates of Socotra: 12 degrees, 30 minutes north, 54 degrees, 0 minutes east. Location: the island is located about 380 kilometers south of the Arabian Peninsula, Yemen, and about 240 kilometers east of the African coast, Somalia. It is part of the Socotra Governorate, which is officially a territory of Yemen. Key facts about Socotra: over 30% of its flora and fauna are endemic, found nowhere else on the planet. It is known for its alien landscapes, such as the famous dragons, blood trees Dracaena cinnabari, and desert rose Adenium obesum socotranum. In 2008, the Socotra Archipelago was listed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Air temperature: 29 degrees Celsius. Low humidity. Goal: to document as many biological and geological wonders as possible. Well, Bublik.
Recording started. Observation mode activated. And I'm ready for adventure.
Then let's begin. Today is a great journey into the unknown.
The distant trees swayed in the breeze. It seemed they had been waiting for this very moment. Socotra is like a museum, only without walls. Here, everything is alive, breathing, preserving the history of millions of years. Let's start with the most famous, the dragon's blood tree, Dracaena cinnabari. Its crown looks like an umbrella, and its sap is red as blood. In ancient times, it was used for dyes, medicine, and even rituals. This tree lives for hundreds of years, and its shape is not just beautiful. It allows the tree to collect moisture from the air, like a natural rain collector.
Max, is this sap really magical?
You could say so, but most importantly, it helps the tree heal its wounds, literally like blood in us.
We move on. Ahead of us is the desert rose, Adenium obesum socotranum. Its thick trunk stores moisture, and its flowers are bright pink, like a flash against the dry land. Its entire body is a reservoir. Surviving in the heat without rain is a true art.
Can you eat it?
Absolutely not. It's poisonous. But it's another reminder that beauty on Socotra often comes with danger.
Nearby is the cucumber tree, Dendrozytios socotranus, the only tree-like cucumber in the world. It grows only here, and its thick trunk stores water for months. Its leaves are prickly and almost scentless. The plants here know anything that gives you away is danger.
Does it have real cucumbers?
It looks like it, but the taste, better not to check.
Next, we approach the frankincense tree, Boswellia elongata. People have been collecting its resin since the time of the pharaohs. This aroma is pure history. The scent is smoky, woody, with a hint of bitterness.
Achoo! It's a bit intense!
Yes, but it's the very scent you'll notice in temples, museums, and old chests. And it all started here, on this island.
We continue our path to a marvelous place, the Hawk Cave. This is one of the largest limestone caves on the island. It is located high in the mountains, and to reach it, one must climb steep slopes laid between rocks, where dry stones crunch underfoot and silent birds circle overhead.
Max, this is a bit creepy.
Silence here is a true treasure. The history of these rocks stretches back millions of years. Imagine, before us lies a natural archive of climate and time.
We enter the cave. Inside, it's dark and cool. The beam of my flashlight cuts through the darkness, revealing thousands of stalactites and stalagmites. Their forms resemble fossilized waves of time. Some of them grow at a rate of just a few millimeters a year. They have stood here for centuries, silent witnesses to evolution.
And these drops, are they alive?
This is water that has passed through hundreds of layers of stone. It drips here, drop by drop, creating form. It's like a natural 3D printer, only incredibly slow.
We move deeper, carefully, so as not to disturb the fragile balance. In the corners, the sparkle of salts can be seen, and the walls appear to be covered in a mosaic of minerals.
Max, why is this cave so important for science?
Because every centimeter here holds encoded information about how Socotra's climate has changed. It's nature's database.
After the cave, we climb higher, to the Hagir Mountains. There, at the summit, the landscape changes. Sandy expanses give way to rocks, and the air is filled with moisture. And here's another unique feature of the island. The mists. They don't fall as rain, but envelop everything. Trees, rocks, even us. And it's in this mist that the plants collect moisture.
But how? They don't have hands!
Their leaves act as traps for moisture. Every drop that settles on the surface flows down the trunk into the roots. The trees here are like living rain collectors, even when the sky is clear.
We stop near a small young tree. Its leaves glisten with dew, though there's no trace of rainfall around.
This is Socotra, a world where even the mist knows how to help life survive.
We leave the heights and descend to the plains, where nature reveals a completely different face. Here, among the rocky soil, life flickers quietly but persistently. Now is the time to get to know the inhabitants of this world.
Bublik, do you know that Socotra is home to more than 30 species of reptiles, and almost all are endemic?
Oh, how is that possible? Haven't they traveled anywhere?
Exactly. Their isolation on the island has lasted millions of years. And while everything was changing on the continents, they evolved separately here. For example, the gecko, a master of camouflage. Its scales resemble the coral texture of the rock, and its large eyes can see even in twilight.
We move closer, and I point to one of them. It stood still between the cracks of the rock, unmoving. But as soon as the shadow shifted, it vanished, as if it had never existed.
That's magic! I barely saw it!
It's not magic, Bublik. It's evolution.
Nearby is another inhabitant, the skink, low-bodied, shiny-skinned, quick-moving. They live among the stones and hunt insects, and they're hard to catch, even with the eyes. We move on to the world of birds. One of the most striking representatives is the Socotran starling, Onishognathus frater. Its feathers shimmer violet in the sun, and its ringing voice can be heard for kilometers.
It sings like a radio device.
This is its way of saying, "This is my territory." And every song is not just a sound, it's a signal. Remember, in nature, nothing happens without a reason.
We continue our walk and approach a human settlement. Mud huts, kids running between stones. An elder sits on a rock near the entrance, telling younger ones legends about trees in the wind.
People on Socotra live in harmony with nature. Their life depends on rain, wind, and goats. But it's the goats that are the main threat to the island's flora. They eat everything that sprouts. And if this doesn't stop, the trees you admired might disappear.
So what can we do?
Tell this story. Show it to the world. Because those who see will no longer be indifferent.
We head to the shore. Where the red cliffs meet the turquoise sea, nature sounds different. Here the wind rains, strong, constant, relentless. It shapes the sand, bends trees, forms dunes that look like waves frozen in time.
Max, why is it so windy here? It's blowing me away!
This is a monsoon. Every year it comes here from Africa and Arabia. For the locals, it's a natural clock. The winds bring moisture from the sea, cool the air, clear the sky. But they also make the coast almost uninhabitable. Bublik, look. This is living geography. The wind here is like an artist, and its canvas is this whole island. In the last 10 years, Socotra has been getting warmer and drier. Plants are blooming earlier, and birds are migrating to new areas. These are changes already underway.
Can we change this?
If we observe and tell and act.
The sun was slowly leaning towards the horizon, covering Socotra with warm, copper light. We were returning to our craft, waiting on the plateau like a shell washed ashore by the tide of time. I stopped to look back one last time. The air still held the scent of frankincense and dust, and the winds carried the echoes of distant bird cries.
Bublik, what stuck with you the most?
Everything. The dragon's blood trees, the disappearing gecko, the cave where drops grow stone. And also, your stories and their meaning.
We boarded the craft. I checked the systems, and Bublik settled into his place. Through the window, we could still see the outlines of the trees. I started the engines.
Farewell, Socotra. We will remember you as you are. Not as a legend, not as a myth, but as a living, true beauty. A beauty that requires no change, only protection.
Onward to new discoveries!
The craft slowly lifted into the sky. The landscape below blended into a single canvas, green, red, yellow. Then, only the blue ocean and the distant light of stars.